Happy Thursday. This is the day the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. I am definitely rejoicing, y'all. I'm glad, I'm happy, I'm pumped, I'm excited, I'm amped, I'm all that good stuff on this good here Thursday morning. Happy Thursday to you. If I can get this part right here together. Happy Thursday. Good morning, Brandi. Good morning, Monica. Yes, y'all, I am late, but I have good news. I have tea. To support my lateness. Good morning, Kalisha. Y'all, good morning, Ina. Listen, thank y'all for y'all understanding. Let me just tell y'all something. Your girl is late this morning, super late. And let me tell y'all how I need to just tell y'all how I wasn't about to make it this morning. We wasn't about to have Winnie live this morning. Good morning, Choir. Good morning, Matisha. We wasn't about to. we wasn't. Let me tell you something. Get you some amazing people that you can make yourself accountable to. They're going to constantly remind you of what your assignment is. They're going to constantly keep you accountable, hence make yourself accountable to. They'll constantly keep you accountable, and they come all the way through for you. Let me tell you something. Cam, what it do? I have some amazing people in my circle. Let me tell y'all how this thing has unpacked itself. First of all, this morning, I sent a message, to one of my main accountability people. And I was like, yo, looking real cloudy and bleak with 1,000% chance of no showing up for Winnie this morning. I did. And they was like, nope, get up, push through, make it work, and then have a strong conversation with God. And I was like, you right. Then, before I said you right, they was like, and then we'll get breakfast, and then we'll get tea, and then what can I do to help you? And I'm like, God, you so amazing. Good morning, Aunt Inez. No, it wasn't you. I see y'all. Y'all thought it was technical challenges and things this morning. It wasn't. It was me. It was me. Good morning, cuz. What it do, cuz? I need to call you. I'm gonna call you, cuz. So yeah, get y'all some amazing people. It actually started yesterday. I love it, and I'm not gonna cry this morning. Well, I say that now, but I could very well cry this morning. First, let me just tell y'all before I start just rolling out my morning and all that good stuff. Amazing morning to y'all. If I didn't say that already, I appreciate every last one of y'all. It was like y'all was waiting, like, where you at? That was me. Like, they probably like where I'm at. So I did post. To say I had a post up there that had a thing like this that said Happy Thursday. And then it said, I'm coming, but I got to get my tea. Okay. I did update you. That doesn't justify it, but I did update you. And good morning to everybody. Amazing morning to you. Y'all go ahead and drop your stuff in the comment section because Cam, I need to see you, sir. I do. I need to see you. Drop y'all comments and topics of conversation in the comment section. Let's talk about some things. I really need to ask y'all, did y'all hear me teach last night? I mean, my God, today. Okay. Drop your comments in the comment section. For those of you locked into Rhema Sound Radio, definitely text me 843-580-6550. Let me tell y'all the other thing, okay? Good morning, Miss Annette. Get y'all some amazing people that help you out with things. Like, let me tell y'all, somebody was super tired of hearing my squeaky chair feature itself in the videos. So I got the same chair, but they came and fixed it, right? They was like, They showed up right after the show yesterday with a can of WD-40 and said, this is what we're doing right now. And I was like, okay. And then somebody came through the radio station yesterday and was like, Thankful Thursday. I'm trying to tell you. You saw my post about the tea. Somebody came through yesterday and check this out, bought me a whole new box of tissue. It was like, what we're not doing is you running out of tissue. And then I got my accountability person that say, oh, what you're not going to do is not show up this morning. Get up. Let me tell you something. As funny as I make it sound, y'all, straight up and down, it's important for us to have people in our circle that have our best interests at heart. There are plenty of people, I'm sure, that we can think about, we can have conversations about and say, oh yeah, I can call that person. And yes, I am blessed. Yes, I am. Thank you, Aunt Inez. You have people that you can think of that you can call and be like, oh, I need to talk to somebody. I'll just call such and have such and such conversation. But do they have your best interests at heart? Are they there for the sole purpose of entertainment? Are they there just to know your business? Inquiring minds want to know. And I am an inquiring mind. Okay. Good morning, Miss Maritha. Seriously, especially with us being intentional, especially with us knowing that God is doing amazing things in our lives. It requires us to stop for a second. Good morning, Octavia. Good morning, Lolita. It requires us to stop for a second and definitely analyze the people that we have in our environment. Next week, we hitting it hard, y'all. We hitting it hard. We're talking about reevaluating relationships. And I'm not going to do it today. I'm not even going to try to touch on it today because I want to make sure that next week, as we unpack that and we talk about the importance of who you should have in your inner circle. We've had this conversation before. I'm gonna bring it back in, okay? For those of you who may have missed it, or for the back row that didn't hear it, okay? I'm gonna bring that conversation back in because inner circle is so important, and knowing your environment is super important. The people that you allow into your space. Divorce, what it do? Good morning, Miss Joy. It's so important to have, specific people in your space. So we're gonna go a little bit deeper in that, and then I'm gonna tell y'all about the people that I actually added from the last conversation that we had. How I, unpacked it. How you gotta have, certain people. I'm not gonna go through it. I'm going to tell y'all some people that I have added to my inner circle that have definitely made a positive change in my entire life. Okay, my whole life. So, good morning, Sandrika. Listen, y'all go ahead. Oh, I do need to address this too because I did get a text about this yesterday, and I do want to address this. So for everybody who is a part of the focus group that touch base with me and say, yo, listen, I want to be a part of your focus group. I want to, give you some feedback, talk to you, tell you, give you some suggestions and things like that. Y'all didn't miss the message. It was me. Okay. The messages will be going out today. So y'all, please stay on the lookout on your phones. However you contacted me, phone, email, that's how I'll be contacting you to give you the information. Charles, what's up? Give you the information. And I will say this, is my very last time saying it, because I'm sending the information out today. If you did not touch base with me, but you desire to be a part of the focus group, to give me some feedback on, how we getting Winnie out there. How the people gonna see, how they gonna connect, all that good stuff. Let me tell you, I'm going to give you 10 more minutes to say, I want to be a part of that. Text me at 843-580-6550 if I can get some of my amazing people to drop it in the comment section. For those of you who are watching on Instagram and YouTube, I would greatly appreciate it. And then for those of you listening to Rhema Sound Radio, you can text in as well. I would love to have a huge platform. I would love to hear from all of you on, the direction of winning, like how to get it out there. Let me say that. How we get it out there and all that good stuff. So that's what we at. Y'all not getting by today without dropping y'all stuff in the comment section. Y'all just are not, okay? Tiara, God bless you. Good morning to you. Y'all not getting by with it today, so go ahead and get ready to drop your topic. So let's talk about some things. But tell me what we're talking about this morning in the comment section. And Miss Maritha, please text me 843-580-6550. If you could please text me and let me know that you would like to be a part. That way I know how to contact you. I would greatly appreciate it. Good morning, Miss Gail. Happy Thursday to you. Tiara, you the best. You are simply the best. I'm featuring my chai tea this morning that is blessing my whole soul. It is. Okay, listen. Thank you, Brandi. All right, for real, straight up and down. We're going to talk about some things this morning. I need y'all to drop it in the comment section what we're talking about. Cuz, please text me. Please text me. You got my personal number, so you can text me. Let me know that you're going to be a part of it. Y'all are the best. I'm so excited. I'm going to send the details out. And let me be clear, okay? So everybody knows. I'm not posting the details on my social media page where everyone will see how we're connecting and when we're connecting and the conversation and all that. We're not doing that. but you will get the information privately if you say, or have said in the past, like, I want to be a part of it. I would love to be a part of the focus group. All of that. Okay. And then quick update, a very quick update. Yes, the studio is well underway, y'all. The camera, the new camera. Thank you, Lolita. The new camera, oh my goodness, is on its way. And I'm so excited because it's going to give us, the whole setup is just going to give us a whole better experience. So I'm excited about that. That's just a quick update. Okay, so let me see my text that just came through. Somebody asking, they're saying good morning. Amazing morning to you. Good morning. I'm not quite sure you didn't drop your name. Amazing morning to you. Happy Thursday. And then another text. Can you just freestyle? We love it. We love it when you just talk. Okay, y'all love it, but today I need a topic. Okay, I love it when I freestyle too. Did anybody catch me teaching last night, talk about believing again? Let me tell you something. I had myself a good time in the Lord last night talking about believe again. If you missed it last night, make sure you hit it over to Truth and Fellowship Ministry. Tiara, I'm for real. Hit it over to Truth and Fellowship Ministry YouTube page and Facebook page, and check it out, because I'm gonna tell you something. When I say I had myself a good time, now are y'all saying yes, y'all caught it, or yes, y'all missed it? Y'all say yes. You know, I talk so fast sometimes, and it was awesome. Okay, great word. Y'all talk back to me. Maybe we'll talk about believe again this morning then, because y'all ain't dropping comments. Y'all sitting there saying, all right, gatekeeper, yes, come on here, yes. Listen, let me tell you something. We about to go in on this. You watched it, okay? You watched it, you caught it. Listen, I enjoyed myself last night talking about believe again. And let me tell you something. Let me just encourage y'all in this, because last night I was the gatekeeper of your confidence. Like, confidence, okay? I was getting you all the way together and reminding you of exactly what God has done. The whole theme of last night was believe again, and I was so motivated by that theme, because again means to return to a position that you've already been in before. I've heard people talk about again or use again very loosely, and I used to be one of those people. I used to be a person that used to use my words like all over the place anyway. And my gatekeeper keeps me confident. Y'all out of bond.com. Let me tell you something. Y'all are the best, but y'all still ain't getting by without giving me a topic today. I ain't giving in today. I am not. Okay, because Talk Back Tuesday, I went in, and could we talk about getting closer to God via fasting? Okay. Thank you, Charles. Y'all better drop some more comments, because I'm about to give y'all let me tell you something, a quick, it don't take long, it take faith answer to that question, okay? Talk Back Tuesday, you know. Anywho, listen, if you missed last night, stand by. I just have to apologize to the people. Listen, let me just say this, not necessarily apologize to the people that are listening to me on Rhema Sound Radio. The pause is coming from me enjoying this good tea. I mean, YouTube and Instagram can see it. They know when to expect a pause. I know y'all can't see it. Well, listen, if you have YouTube or Instagram, make sure you follow me. You definitely want to follow my channel anyway, because we got a lot of good things coming up. Definitely follow me, The Winning. Don't worry about Facebook. I took a screenshot of Facebook this morning because they still sending me notifications of how people are commenting on my page and sending me messages. Yet when I open it, I'm still locked out since December 10th. So Facebook, can you please fix my Facebook page? Thank you. I'm just saying. For me, I'm just saying, okay? Anywho, I'm going to go ahead and answer this question. But I do need y'all to wrap up this morning. I know y'all are like, listen, we love when you get a topic, you go with it, and you have conversation. Can y'all drop some? They coming through now. Can y'all please send your girls some topics to hit on this morning? Because I told y'all ready for me to be real? I told y'all this morning I almost didn't make it. I'm just saying, I'm putting it out there for y'all. I almost didn't make it. Did I ask God to talk to me this morning? We had a conversation. I did. Okay, hold on. I had to check my own self. Listen, I had to go. Listen, I told y'all I'm still trying to get step 1 right. Anywho, let's answer these questions. Could we talk about getting closer to God via fasting? Okay, so let me tell y'all this. Y'all already know, gatekeeper your confidence. Here to encourage, motivate, inspire, infuse with hope, empower you. I am going to do it through transparency and scriptural support. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, Aunt Brenda, thank you. Listen, y'all help me. Y'all thank you. Thank you for helping me with my words this morning. You will always make it, not the gatekeeper. We need you on your post. Listen, let me tell y'all something. The way the gatekeeper was like, oh yeah, we ain't about to have a winning show this morning. I'm about to put a post up, encourage them real quick this morning. The gatekeeper was about to be the sleep keeper, okay? Oh, it's weekend eve. Oh my gosh. Look at that burst of energy that just came through. Listen, it's almost the weekend. Let me go and listen. I will always, let me tell you something. Divorce, I'm glad that you said that, Charles. I am going to answer your question. I will say this. Let me tell y'all, really, next week, tell everybody, you know, all your friends, your cousins, whomever, tell everybody that you know and that you're connected with and you consider to be your friend in your circle, your environment, whatever, to make sure they lock in next week, starting on Monday. I'm going to start talking about accountability and the people you make yourselves accountable to and the roles that they have, the responsibilities they have, what you need to look at and look for in a person, the things that people show you and the messages you need to read. I'm going to talk about, all of that. I'm going to talk about all of that next week because I have an amazing accountability. I have amazing accountability people. The one that I made myself accountable to this morning is by far the greatest. Straight up and down. Like, how do young people say, no cap? Straight up and down, the best. Was like, no, this is what we're not doing. You're going to encourage them good people this morning. They're going to have a good morning and you're going to get up and go. You're going to make it. And mind you, I was on time until I, got this tea. Anywho, let's answer these questions because I asked y'all to send them. Y'all started sending them and now I got to answer them, Okay, so let me answer the question. Can we talk about getting closer to God via fasting? Okay, let me tell y'all. I am not the genius, not use that word. I'm not I haven't studied fasting in a way where I can thoroughly give you a great understanding on fasting. I will tell you what I know of fasting and we can take it from there. How about that? Because let me be clear with y'all, okay? Let me go and help the saints. Or the people, the church. Let me help y'all out with this, okay? If I don't know something, I don't have a problem saying I don't know it. Because let me be very clear with you. My life has lives attached to it. Y'all watching, okay? And listening. My life has lives attached to it. And for that very reason, what I'm not going to do is play with God because that means what comes out of my mouth, I'm responsible for. What if somebody says, well, Winnie said such and such and such, and they did something. God's going to hold me responsible for that because it was what I released, the instruction, the wisdom, the understanding, revelation, and knowledge that came from me. Hence the reason why I always tell God, come on now, you got to do this. I'm not doing this. And the reason why I always tell y'all, if y'all see me show up without Holy Spirit, run, because I'm going to run for my own self. Fasting, let me tell you something, is not something that I have a great level of understanding on. What I do know of fasting is that it puts you into a state where you check your flesh to let your flesh know that it don't run nothing. I have that's just my not watered down, but my translation of it. You know how they have different translations of the Bible and things like that. So that's just my translation of it. Is fasting is a way for you to check your flesh, to let your flesh know it must stay at bay so that you can, in an area where you're usually weak in an area where you usually give a lot of attention to, a lot of time in, you then in turn that time into God's time. I actually shared with y'all that I did a fast on the last 3 weeks of the year for 21 days. I did a fast. I'm not a trendsetter faster. Oh, I like that. I need to do something with that. Can one of y'all text me that? I need to do something with that. I feel something coming up on me now. I do. I might have to change my front disclaimer because I feel the glory of God revving up in my life right now. Hold it. Let me help y'all understand what I mean by trendsetter faster, okay? What I mean by trendsetter faster is, you know how people have set times where you do certain fasts and they become trends and cliches instead of the actual meaning. Mom Rose, good morning. That's what I mean. For example, thank you so much for texting me that. For example, people talk about how they do, and I'm not coming for nobody. I ain't sending for nobody. This is just facts in these streets, okay? I believe it's in like January, the first part of January. I believe that's how it happens. I believe that's when it is. Y'all the bomb. Y'all texting me this stuff and everything. But they have the Daniel fast, and y'all can help me with this. Y'all can help me if y'all know, because I don't want to, be out here reporting the wrong news. Okay, I'm here to report the good news. Okay, you know how people have, like, I want to say it's the first part of January where they have, people usually participate in the Daniel fast, and then there are people who have remixed the fast, and you do this and that. And now I saw this year they have like I don't know how to pronounce it, veganuary, where, listen, anywho, they have different types of fasts that basically start at the beginning of the year. Let me be clear with you. I have never, I'm not saying it is not in the Bible, okay? I have never read the first 40 days. If you fast for 40 days, oh, no. I'm about to be different. Let me help y'all. I'm about to be different on this. That 40 days. Let me tell you something. Let me be very clear with you. Jesus did that so I wouldn't have to. I'm just saying, y'all can laugh about that thing if you want to, all you want to. I mean that. I straight up mean that. That's part of my conversation with God. Listen, you did a bunch of stuff, so I don't have to. He did a lot, okay? Like I said last night, I'm the reason he died. He know what this girl was doing up in these streets. And let me tell you something. 40 days? Didn't he fast for 40 days and 40 nights? Did he get tempted by the enemy when he was in the desert? Like, did he do all of that? I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that. God, I spend time with you in the morning. Like, and I'm not being insensitive, y'all. I'm not being insensitive. I am being straight up and down. Now, let me tell y'all, as funny as it is, I know y'all laughing at all that. I know I gotta get myself together. 40 days. My God, today. 40 days. Let me tell you something. My God, I can get myself together on that thing. That thing got me. 40 days. I don't know that God called me to fast. Like 40 days. Anywho, let me just tell y'all this. When I say trendsetter faster, listen, I'm telling y'all, let me tell y'all this first. Okay, let me tell you this before I get into this trend setting fasting. Um, yes, thank God for Jesus. You hear me? You listen, Brandi, you on that thing. I thank God. Let me tell you something. Jesus, I thank you. You're not only my savior, but you have been my pastor. Okay, listen. Listen, I'm being serious. 40 days. Okay, I ain't coming for nobody. If that's what you do, then you do it. But, and I can say but in this one, make sure you're doing it with a clear understanding, a clear expectation, and make sure, if that's just what you do, then make sure your purpose of that's just what you do has a result attached to it. Sometimes what I've experienced in time past is I would do stuff without understanding, and then I would get frustrated because either I wouldn't see any results or the results weren't what I expected. And okay, very transparent as I always am. That's how it was when I first started out with like sacrificing and tithing and offering. I didn't have a full understanding. I didn't take it as seriously as I should have. Now, let me be clear with you. I'm not saying I don't take fasting seriously, because I'm about to segue into that so you can have a clear understanding of what I'm saying. When I first started working the principle of tithing, of giving offering, and of sacrificing, instead of me getting a clear understanding of it, I played it like it was the lottery. And thank you so much, Divorce, for saying that, because I'm about to hit on that. It was like gambling for me. I played so much in the streets, and I associated the things in that I was learning, the principles I was learning in church, to the street moves that I really didn't have. If I didn't see it quick, like how I saw a quick turnaround in the streets, I really didn't trust it until I started maturing in it and understanding how God worked. God's not a lottery. When it comes to fasting, y'all, let me tell you this. I've never read in the scripture where there are set aside dates and times. I've never read that. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure that I will read that, because, not saying it's not there, this is my understanding of it, okay? Even when I read in the Bible certain dates and times, like how I was just reading about was it Noah? I believe I was reading about Noah the other day, and it was talking about how it was the such and such month, the such and such day of the such and such month at the such and such time, or something like that. It could have been year, whatever. But the month that they said, like the 9th month, I don't recall exactly what month it said. But like it may say the 9th month, and for us it's September, but in the Bible it's referenced as like January. So I don't participate in cliche and trend-setting fastings. God has to call me on a fast. Okay? And he gotta, let me tell you something. When I tell you he has to call me on the fast, I must be convicted by participating in a fast. This is me, because that means now not only am I going to take it seriously, but now I have an expectation and can genuinely sacrifice something to participate in the fast. Y'all know how that thing go. When you first started fasting, you gave us stuff that you was okay with giving up. You was all right with it. Like the 21 days that I fasted, I gave up reality TV. Like I watch, that's what I do. When you fast, have a clear understanding of how it works and what to do. Because I've even encountered the cliche trend-setting fasting, where it's like you up in these streets, you fasting, you gave up something, but during the time that you're giving up that thing, are you dedicating that time to God? Because that's really what your fasting is supposed to be. Your fasting is the time that you've taken away from something, or the thing that you're sacrificing from. The energy that you would usually put in that is the energy that you were supposed to allocate toward getting closer to God. So yes, fasting does help you get closer to God. Yes, fasting does help you see God and mature in a relationship with God at another level. And it's usually at a level of sacrifice. Well, my conversation to God, since fasting is of sacrifice, is God, this is my conversation. Now, y'all can have the same one because he's no respecter person. What he makes happen for one in principle, he'll make happen for another. Let me tell you, it's not just me he does this for. When I got an understanding of what fasting is, I had a conversation with God to say, okay, listen, now I have a regimen and I dedicate my time to God. I try my best to live my life in a way where I please him. And I, on a regular basis, I eliminate things usually out of my diet or out of my lifestyle just to check my flesh. It's not a fast. I just say, oh, this month I'm not going to eat starch. Or, I started out with giving up soda and now I don't drink soda anymore. So I started giving up things. I do that every now and then. But my conversation with God is, because it's a sacrifice, and it's a sacrifice for a moment, God, prosper me so I can sacrifice financially. Because let me tell you something. I'm not saying, okay, let me be clear with y'all. I told y'all I am not the theologian when it comes to fasting. If God called me on a fast, I'm going on it. Hence the last 3 weeks of 2020, I fasted. God called me on a fast. And when I tell you the things that I have been praying for, God opened my eyes clearer to have a better understanding of those things. I did. And let me tell you, I fasted that way. I fasted like I had never fasted before. I'm getting a better understanding of it. But I'd much rather God call me to a fast than me participate in a trendsetter cliche fast, because I got time. 40 days, that 21 was a strong one. I don't recall ever doing a 21-day fast, ever. But I knew that when God called me on it, I knew the things that he gave me to pray for and believe for during that time. I knew something amazing and supernatural was going to happen as a result. And listen, let me tell you something. Before you start doing fast and all of that, ask God, what's the purpose? Straight up. I think that's how people get caught up in doing stuff. You get upset. I don't care what nobody say on this, okay? This is facts in these streets. I'm not the only one. When you do something and you don't get a result, you get mad. You get frustrated and you start asking questions like, why did I even do that? You start thinking like you wasted your time. I mean, if somebody is bold enough to drop it in the comment section and say, yeah, that's me, you right, go ahead and do it. But straight up and down, when you look at something, you've invested your energy and your time, your dedication. Maybe you even sacrifice in an area and you don't see any results from it. First of all, you start checking yourself to make sure like you ain't do something wrong. And then you start getting into pointing fingers. You start getting mad. Your emotions flare up. Your feelings get involved. Let me tell you something. I know I'm not, well, I'll speak for me because ain't nobody else dropping in the comment section yet. But that was me. That's one of the reasons why I start asking God questions about fast. I've never done, for example, the Daniel fast. I think they have a certain fast that people do around Easter. I think it's called Lent. Is that what it's called? See, y'all know I ain't about religion. I'm about the kingdom, okay? I don't know the trendsetter stuff. So to answer your question, how to use fasting to get closer to God. The way that I do that is when God calls me on a fast, I ask for the purpose of it. And then I ask God, what am I supposed, what are the details of this fast? Because I don't believe that God is going to lead you to do something and not give you instruction. Like anytime there's a prophetic word instruction, there are also prophetic instructions. So I don't believe that God would speak to me. I'll say me. I don't believe God would speak to me and then tell me to do something and then not give me the instructions for it. I don't believe that. So The way to use it to get closer to God is simply that. Go ahead. If God's calling you on a fast, let me be very clear to you. Just because I don't know the ins and outs of all of it, and I straight up said, that's my relationship with God. If you watched the lesson last night, you heard me say, God will meet you at your requirement. Well, that's my requirement. God, if you want me to fast, you got to call me on it. You got to tell me what I'm supposed to give up. You got to give me the instructions. What am I supposed to give up? How long am I supposed to do it? What am I supposed to be praying for? I'm like Thomas, you got to give me all three. And God will meet you at that. And there are times that I give God those requirements because I don't want to be out here being a novice in certain areas and just doing stuff just because. No, let me tell you something. I serve God for results. And anybody that say they don't serve God for results, then okay, that's you. We different then. But I serve God for results. I serve God to live a better life. That's a result. As a result of me serving God, as a result of me committing my life to God, I can expect that God will make my life better. I can expect that things will be better in my life. So let me just be very, very clear with you. I do lay out requirements to God. I do. And I tell him, okay, this is where I need you to meet me at. And this is where I currently am. And my requirements change as I mature. See, in time past, I used to tell God certain things like, I used to be like Tom. I'm still like Thomas, but I used to be on like very remedial like Thomas. I think Thomas in that scripture where he said he got to show me his wounds, he got to show me his hands. I think that I was very, very demanding in the immaturity of my relationship with God up front. And God loves me so much that even in my demanding state and my immaturity state, he ensured that he met every single requirement to let me know it was him and to help me move forward in the maturity of our relationship. He didn't give up. See, that's part of something I'm going to talk about next week when I start talking about relationships and people in your circle and things. See, you don't give up in every relationship. You reevaluate them. But you don't necessarily give up and be like, nah, man, it's too much work right here. Shoot, no. That's not what we do. And that's not what God does. So to answer your question about fasting, that's how you do it. That's how I would suggest it, because you asked me. That is my answer to that question. Excuse me. The way that you get closer to God through it is make sure that it's all about God. That's another reason why I don't do trendsetter stuff. I don't do cliche fasting and things like that. I need it to be all about God. I need to know that, I need to know that the reason I am doing this is because God told me to do it. I need to know that God is attached to it. And I need to know that I'm going to get a godly result because I serve him for results, period. I don't serve him for man to give me accolades. The Bible tells me that. So that to answer your question, that's what it is. Let me be very clear with you, okay? Let me be very clear with you. God knows this one right here. He knows the conversations we have. And he know we're gonna have a strong one today because I didn't even know the thing was 40 days. But I already have conversations with him to tell him about fasting. I need a clear understanding. I tell him that all the time. The things you tell me to do, I'm not telling you gotta give me the whole picture up front. That's not the requirement that I have. But because I can't see it, hey, I'm like the man in the Bible that said, help my unbelief, because I can't see it. God, I need you to give me instructions because I don't necessarily need to see it, but I don't need to see it. However, I need instructions so that I can obey, because let's be very clear, because I can be immature in certain areas, because I have a lack of understanding in certain areas, I make that known to God so that it never comes off as a moment of disobedience. Because if I don't know, and if I don't ask to see, then I may not move. And if you can be straight up with yourself, you would say that very same thing. If you do not get a relationship with God, a relational one, okay? I'm not talking about just a relationship. Be relational, be functional. Okay, we're gonna talk about that next week too. It's levels to this, okay? Be relational with God. Like, let's sit down and have a conversation. I just had a conversation with somebody about this last night after I taught, and they were like, "Yo, you broke that down in a way that I just, how did she say it? I can't recall the word at the moment. She was like, it's so amazing how you just break down the relationship with God. Well, I have that type of relationship. That's how I know He eat potato chips, because we have conversations. We talk about things. So, 40 days fasting, is it more than many things you want or God in you? Just asking requests. Is it more than many things you want or God in you? Just asking requests. Okay, I don't understand that question. Can you type that out for me again so I can understand your question? So yeah, you can have requirements, and y'all, like I tell you, read your Bible. Okay, and get you a translation that you understand, so you can have a conversation with God, and He knows how to make it work for you. See, God doesn't mind going, how we describe it, as over and beyond. He doesn't mind doing that for us. He doesn't. Like how people say jump through hoops and stuff. God don't mind any of that. His desire is for us to live a happy life and a life that we believe in. So whatever it takes, that's the type of God we serve. Whatever it takes for my daughter Winnie to understand that I'm always here for her, that's what I'm going to do. It's like, and all you got to do is reference. Like, my prayer life changed as of yesterday when I was studying, day before yesterday, when I was studying for my lesson. Yesterday, when I was studying for my lesson, and I read about Thomas, and I was reminded that, like, he made some requests, and God met those requests. Here, Thomas, like, I don't believe it. Y'all can believe it. The other disciples, y'all can believe what y'all want to believe, but until Jesus show up and show me the nail print and the wounds and in the side, then let me tell you something. Y'all can believe it. Y'all saw it. I didn't. And all Thomas was saying was, y'all at a certain level where y'all can see. I can't see yet. So because I can't see yet, I need God to show me. And what God said is, it doesn't matter that the other 11 are here. It's the one that I can't leave behind. So listen, make sure y'all get some understanding on that thing and have a conversation with God. He already know this one right here, 40 days. I would be like, Jesus did that. Thank you. I would thank Jesus for that one. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. I appreciate you, okay? That's another one to add to the list. Jesus, you did 40 days for me. Thank you, okay? You've been my pastor. Straight up, okay? 40 days. Let me tell you something. I'm going to go read that. I'm going to read that 40 days. Not that he calling me on one, though, because I definitely ain't hear him calling me on one. Okay, I got another question. Gail, I see your question, but I had another question that came up that I need to answer. Can we talk about whole life balance and prioritizing as a CEO business owner? Okay, whole life balance. Whew. Okay, that's going to take more than the 8 minutes that I have. I will touch on this, and when I touch on it, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know in the comment section if I need to roll that over to talk about it again tomorrow. So yeah, hold on, man. I'm so glad God directed my steps to CFM, because biblical teaching is very important. God holds our shepherd, Pastor Briggs, and the ministers accountable for his sheep. It's so amazing. Yes, it is simply amazing. Okay, so let me just tell you about this whole life balance thing and prioritizing as a CEO and a business owner. Amazing. I actually have hold on, how can I answer this question without letting some things out that our focus group will talk about? I had a conversation with some people, and I was describing to them the experiences that I'm currently having as a business owner. And let me tell y'all something, okay? When it comes to prioritizing and life balance, and stand by, I'm putting my words together so I don't let it all out. I'm just gonna say it. When I look at where I am as a business owner and how I prioritize my life at this moment, it's about making decisions on what's most important. Everybody's going to have decisions that they're going to make on when they need to do this, when they need to do that, and how they need to do it. It also comes, especially, I understand for me being in the very first year of my business, important decisions that I'm going to need to make on how I'm going to do business and what sweat equity I'm going to put into that company. So when it comes to prioritizing at this moment, being so early in it, it really comes down to the decisions that are needed to make on what's most important at that time. I trust that answered that question, and I can go a little bit deeper. I just can't go deeper until I can go a little deeper. Y'all let me know if I need to go a little deeper on that. When it comes to being a business owner, being a CEO, you the decision maker. And decisions you didn't used to have to make, you're gonna have to make now. And when it comes to your life, you got to look at it. It's like if you've ever taken a what is it? Goal setting class with Pastor Briggs. He talks about the pie chart and how, you divide your pie up. Well, now you just have to revisit your pie to see how your pie is going to slice out and make the decisions in prioritizing when you need to slice that pie. Let me tell y'all this, especially for all the business owners and the CEOs. I don't have it where I can share it on my screen at this moment. I will tell y'all, and if my team can help me with putting this on in the comment section on Instagram and on YouTube, for those of you listening on Rhema Sound, jot it down really quick. But you go to evolveupmasterclass.com. Pastor Briggs is having a masterclass on this upcoming Monday at 7 p.m. Excuse me, it's going to be a live virtual experience that everyone will have at the very same time at 7 p.m. And it's a $25 investment. And I highly encourage you that at this very moment, okay, just think about it. At this very moment, if your money isn't making money, sign up for that class, because he's going to talk about how to turn your cash to capital. And it's something so important, especially for us as we live our life intentionally, how we grow as business owners and CEOs. So if you have a business, make that your priority. So I trust I answered your question. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next one real quick. Thank you so much. Talk about seeking God's face intentionally. I don't know what God's face looks like. Y'all don't laugh. Don't laugh because I said that. I'm thinking about how to answer that question. And I already said, I don't know if you mean how to seek the presence of God intentionally. I can definitely touch on that, but how to seek his face. I seek his presence. I desire to be in his presence. I knew y'all was gonna laugh. I knew it. And I tried my best to hold my laughter in when I said that. Let me tell you what I mean when I say I don't know what God's face look like. First of all, I mean, you go in the stores and everybody has a different picture of God. Everybody has a different picture of him. And listen, he got wavy hair. He got, they got him coming out the beach water now. You know what I mean? Like, let me tell you what I know of God's face. What I know is whoever God uses as his messenger at that time, that's his face. I recognize his voice. And I know how to be in his presence. Y'all, that is a great example of why we can't allow just what people say, how people throw things out, and all of that to be the thing that we live by. If y'all ever had God sitting in y'all space and y'all saw his face, help me. I ain't never. God himself? Shoot. That's how, like I used to say, if God tell me that, he got to come down and show me his ID. And if he did, am I going to be like, oh, that is you? I can use my imagination based on the description and the scripture, but seek his face, Now his presence we could talk about, but his face, I don't know what he looked like. I just want to leave y'all with that this morning and that good here 40 days. It's my time. I gotta get out of here. I just realized it. God bless your people. Is my request today in Jesus' name. Raymond Sound Radio. Thank y'all so very much for locking in with me today. As always, y'all have an amazing, amazing day. I had to get Raymond Sound Radio out. I know y'all laughing at me, but I mean that thing. Tomorrow is Freestyle Friday. It's the weekend, baby. Oh yeah. It's the weekend and I'm excited about it. I got to get out of here today, y'all. I have enjoyed that conversation about fasting. I'm going to go look up this 40 days. My God, 40 days. He ain't calling me, and don't none of y'all text me or call me and say, God told me to tell you to go on those 40 days. My response is going to be, get thee behind me, Satan. Now, let me stop. Let me get out of here. Thank y'all so very much for locking in with me today. I'm going to be back right here with you tomorrow. I'm going to be here at 8 o'clock, y'all. I'm going to be here at 8, jamming out with you, kicking off your morning. Thank y'all so very much for being so patient. Thank y'all so very much for being so kind. And let me tell you something. The voice, that's how that thing will go straight up. Be like, get thee behind me. I better stop playing, right? But he know I'm for real. Laughing or not, he knows this one right here. Let me get out of here. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be here with y'all at 8 a.m. It's Freestyle Friday. And straight up, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all, I want y'all to send me in some questions. I want to have some jam out conversation tomorrow. And I really want to talk about something that's like real. Sometimes I think y'all be holding back on me. Like y'all want me to be super spiritual all the time and we not hitting the real topics. Let's talk about some things, okay? I'm all right with getting real and real raw. And y'all already know I'm straight, no chaser. So that's why he gonna call you on one. I don't receive that. And let me tell you something. If he called me, anywho. Listen, let's talk about some real topics. Let's chop it up. Straight no chaser. I'm ready for it. I am so ready for it. But as of today, I gotta get out of here. I do. My time is up. Thank y'all so very much for kicking it with me this morning. I'm looking forward to Freestyle Friday tomorrow. We're gonna have some jam out conversation, and I'm gonna be here on time. Boom. On time tomorrow. Hey, listen, I gotta get out of here. Thank y'all so very much. As always, y'all have an amazing, amazing day and much love.